We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 49 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
47. There you go. Go, get out there. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. John Simon in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
We go 46. We go 46, 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Meter with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
He got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The give is to Elliott. They find some up. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll be wrapped up around the way chased and pushed down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 57 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Lock it.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Lock in.
They get it to him running left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DeAndre Hall, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 18. Come on, 180. Blue.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, gotta go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And Robinson with a big catch. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some space here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Go to 54, go to 54, line 47,
10th carry now for Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. This is caught by Hearns. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. counter. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys are in for 6. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lock in. Put up. 180.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Here we go. 480.
They'll run with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. 480.
They go to Elliott again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry, hurry.
They pitch out to Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he works free. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go play action. Trubisky flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Trubisky, and this is intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. He leads this one for Howard. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Now a desperation. That's caught inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cool.